Spowdog here. Today's video is going to be about the Soldier of Fortune missions and the Soldier of Fortune Air Career Program. Um, there are four careers that you can do, and one of them being the Soldier of Fortune. I'm going to just focus on that one alone. I have a main character here, um, and then I have another main character that's doing the exact same thing. So these two characters have alts created, and these two alts um, are basically for completing this Soldier of Fortune for the purpose of getting SP in the end, and then claiming it on these characters, but only redeeming them, like redeeming it here to my main character. And I will go through all the steps needed to complete that. And then once you're done, as right now, I have two characters on this main that I have done this with. Um, and I will explain all that. But what I'm going to do is start off with is create a new character and biomass. I'm biomassing these two right now, and because I already finished and completed. And for the purpose of, and I'm biomassing my other ones on my other character as well. Um, and just for the purpose of the video, I'm going to create two new ones. And it has to be Caldari because the Soldier of Fortune mission is in Caldari space, so you want a Caldari character. Um, and it doesn't matter what you pick. I just have a routine that I do, so I'm just finding the character that so I know which one is what, because I'll have four of these total. Um, so um, and then let's hit next and name our characters. I just have a 1 and a 2, my other main, and this one, and then just enter game. But do not do the tutorial, just hit no on the tutorial. And then I'll explain some of the air career and the Soldier of Fortune mission. So up here in the Neocom, you probably can't see, but just down from where you're doing the skill training, the next one down is Air Career Program. Click that. And then here is the four air careers paths that you can choose. We're going to do the Soldier of Fortune one. The very top one is the 1 through 10 missions. I'm not going to do that in this video. I'm going to do it in the next one. We're going to start off with the social and our 5 PvP kills. And with two characters, it's pretty easy to complete that. But to start, we need to join a corporation is one of the steps, because if you look in here for the social, it's send a message in chat, add a new contact, send an email, join a corporation, and join a fleet. But what I'm going to do first is join a corporation, because the corp that I'm joining is actually in Uitra, and Uitra is where the Soldier of Fortune is based out of anyways. So right click and leave my ship, and I'll show you why I'm doing that. So if I go to Neocom Social Corporation, search for corp, and I'm going to join, and I have a director character that I allow to join. Accept. I have to do that with my other character as well, because we need two characters, because we're going to be battling each other for the purpose of this. And they don't need to be in, say, Uitra to do this, but to do the Soldier of Fortune missions, the character does have to be in Uitra. I'm just setting up the roles for these characters. Let me make sure this one had joined. We need to click here and accept. Alright, now go out. Guess I'm not seeing the other characters in the roles, so I'm just trying to get that. Here it is. It just showed up. Took a little while. I'm giving myself access to the corp hangar and other things for the purpose of this video. So now that I've joined a corporation, the corp is in actually Uitra, I just click on my character and I'm going to select home station at the bottom. It says Uitra. I'm going to set that as my home station on both characters. And in doing so, you see here where, because right now I'm in Todaki, which is quite a ways away from Uitra. My other character is in Todaki as well. There are several other Caldari stations that you could possibly clone to when you create a new character. but this is the fastest way for me to get there with a new character. Set home station to Uitra and then just self-destruct, and you will end up right in Uitra. So there we are. So now there's a home or corp hanger here. If I go to inventory, corp hanger, and right there it is. So I have a director character, and for purpose, um, I have another alt, so I have 4 characters total doing this. 2 characters, one being a director, the other just being a character that I can duel or um, kill shuttles with. The 2 characters that I'm actually doing the Soldier of Fortune with, just for skill points. And then once I'm done, I burn the character. So to start off with, we want to get some ISK, and my director character, I would just go to it and open up the wallet and then transfer, because we need, I believe it is roughly so we need to train the capacitor emission systems 1, and we need to train the weapons disruption 1, and that's it on our skill point characters, the new character we created. In order to do so, we have to buy the skill books, and it's 227,000. So what I do is, on my other character, I cancel that, that's why. I just transfer to these 2 characters. So I'm going to do that now. And then once I've transferred to both my new characters, I go to training, and I go to the Gnosis fit. Well, I think I need to pause training on my other 2 characters to, so let's buy the books and inject, start training. And yeah, I believe I can't train. So you want to train these right away. Yeah, I need to go to my other 2 characters. So let me log off here, and both of these and pause training on my 2 mains. And then once that training on the other characters are done, I would just restart this, unless you had a multi-character training token or something, I think it's called MTC or MCT. Log back off. Go back into our temporary character, alt character, and we're going to start the training again. And as I mentioned before, you only need two skills. Um, and those are the Capacity Mission Systems 1 and the Weapons Disruption 1. If we actually go in and show the plan, unhide all of these other skills that go along with this are already trained by creating a new character. So if I hide those, you only need these two. That's it. Do not train anything else from what I'm going to show you. Um, and start those as soon as possible because it's 42 minutes of training. So you make sure you get those done so that way there then you can do the Gnosis um, when you're ready to do that. So now that we're done with the getting the skills going, training those two skills, we're going to start right in onto the air career program, the Soldier of Fortune. So right now we're not going to focus on the 1 through 10 missions. We're going to do the social. And we've already joined a corporation, so that one's done. So the next ones are uh, add a new contact, send Eve mail, and join a fleet. So we're going to do those right now. Send a message, add a contact, send a mail, and join a fleet. Okay. So in the comms, just right click on somebody's name, and there are three things in there you're going to do. One is add a contact. I'm going to add my director on the buddy list and do that on both characters. Okay, so that's done. And then right click on the name again, and then just down from add a contact is start a conversation, which in comms is like a private conversation. Just say hi and enter. No big deal. You can do this to anybody as long as I guess you're not being an ass about it or something. But yeah, you can just do that to anybody, but I'm doing it to my other character. So the next step would be right click on the name, and down below start a conversation is send a message, which is Eve mail. So just say hi in the subject and then hi in the context of the mail and hit send. And then I'm doing that on my other character as well. And I have two characters, like I said, because these two are literally going to be battling each other or dueling each other. So on that note, on my main director character, I have Gnosis and Merlin's. Good Merlin, and then we'll need bad Merlin. So in the corp hangar, we have a already configured bad Merlins. So I'm going to grab one for this character and one for the other character. And you'll find out why in the videos I'm making on why there's a good Merlin and why there is a bad Merlin. And then there's also a Gnosis. So and the Gnosis and the good Merlin, you can just either in a alt character, director character, or another character that you use as a um, holding character, like to hold your Gnosises and hold your good Merlins, because you will be using those two ships over and over and over. So I'm just in my director character right now, or my character that's holding the items temporarily, because you're going to be biomassing these temp characters over and over and over. So there's no place for the items, ships to go. It just goes to the corporation when you burn them. But if you send them or contract them over to your other character, you can just hold them, contract them back when you create a new character, use them over and over and over. So I'm just doing that now. So let me contract these to my character. And I'm accepting both of these contracts, which is the good Merlin and the Gnosis, and I'll be doing that on both my characters. And it's just create a contract, and then item exchange, and then make sure you check assembled ships and make private, and then put in that character's name. And then hit next, and then find that character, because it'll want you to confirm if there's somebody close to that same name. And then just hit OK, and then on the next one, just make sure the items that you want to contract are correct. Hit next, and then it's going to ask you, you will receive money or ISK or the expiration, and just hit next and then finish. So I did that on my other character here. Um, Alright, so we have the ships contracted over, and in the purpose of this video, I'm going to show you the good Merlin. So let's make active the good Merlin, and go to the fitting window and show you the fit. So the fit is, I'll have this in the description as the other fits as well. But this is the 3 of the small hybrid locust coordinator 2s. This is like the cheapest fit you can possibly do for the purpose of using this over and over and over. There's 3 125mm rail guns, the Dread Garista one, which is the factional type, and then there's one F12 enduring tracking computer, one azeotropic restrained shield extender, one micro warp drive M5MN, and then the stasis webifier, and then 3 of the Vortex compact magnetic field stabilizer, and then the ammunition. Oh, somebody left this stuff, or I left this stuff in here, which is not needed. All you need is, this is from ratting from the sites you'll see when we get into that portion. You need about 1,000 of the antimatter charge S and about 1,000 of the Caldari Navy plutonium for using it over and over and over. That way you got enough ammo for a while. And we will start off with this ship to do our PvP portion. And in the PvP portion, we need to have go to the market and type in shuttle, and go to ships and then Caldari shuttle, and then see if there's any shuttles in station, and there are. There are 39,000 a piece. You can transfer money from your other character, and what you need to do is buy 5 shuttles. Alright, so if you purchase 5 on this temp character, you also need to buy 5 on the other character, because we will be killing each other shuttles just for the 5 kills. So if you buy this and type in 5, it's 195,000 ISK to get 5 of these, and obviously the price varies accordingly. So just make sure you're getting the best price or best value, or buy them someplace else and ship them to Uitra. And like I said, you don't even have to do the kills in Uitra. You can do it wherever you want. You just have to go to Uitra to do the Soldier of Fortune 1 through 10 missions, and we'll show you that later. So I'm going to pull out of our Corp Hangar shuttles because we have them. So 5. And then same on the other character. And then in the character that we're going to be starting with to do the kills needs to be in the good Merlin, and the other character needs to be in the shuttle. So we'll activate all of these shuttles just to get them ready, and then get into one of them, and then we're going to join a fleet with the other character. So remember, on the Soldier of Fortune Air Career Program, we started off with we're going to skip the first one, which is the 1 through 10 missions. We'll be doing that later, but right now we're doing social and focusing on the PvP portion to get that out of the way. And under the social, there was the send a message in chat, new contact, email, join a corp, and then join a fleet. So we're going to join a fleet with the other character. So I'm just going to right click on the other character, make sure you get the right one, and then right click the name, form a fleet with, and then the other one needs to accept the fleet invitation. So now if we go back, that should have completed. Let me see the other one. Okay, so it did on that one, so I guess you need to do it on both. So if we go back out of here and then leave fleet, leave fleet, confirm, and do that on the other one, and then just invite from the other character the same way, so that we are in a fleet together again. So I'm going to invite this one to join a fleet. Yes. So now we've joined a fleet and it should be completed. So you got to do that back and forth. Send an invite to your other one, join the fleet over there because that one joined, and then leave fleet and then do the opposite, and then you'll both have joined the fleet and this here portion would be completed. As long as we're together in this, I'm not going to get penalized, or I'm in a corporation. I won't get penalized for attacking somebody out in space. So I'm just going to undock this character, and you have to be untethered from the station to be able to attack. So we're just going to travel out here in space a little ways. And then we're just going to stop our ship, control space bar, and there is a timer you can see at the top, which is a location change timer. You have to let that expire, and then we'll undock our other character in the shuttle, and you'll see it come out here right there. And then on that character, we're just going to stop the ship, and we're going to lock target. I guess there's a timer for that character too, so that location change timer, we got to wait for that timer to expire on that character before we can kill it. So lock target, and then we're just going to load the antimatter rounds. And one of our skill training has completed, so that's good for the Gnosis portion. And my other character, once the shuttle is dead, we're just going to dock up. Let's dock up and get into another shuttle. We need to do this 5 times. So docking permission requested. Docking request accepted. And this character can just sit out here, and there's a station timer too before you can make another ship active. So you got to wait. I think it's 3 seconds or something. Then we can undock again. And we're doing this back and forth on both characters. So the first character will be undocking shuttles. The other character will be sitting outside in a good Merlin fit, and wait for that timer on the other character. And dock up again 5 times. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted. Waiting for that timer on my other character to expire here. And most of the people here are familiar with the Soldier of Fortune. They know what you're doing, so for the most part, I've not had any issue with anybody ganking me or anything as of yet, but not saying it won't happen.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
So we have 2 more left on that character, and then we'll swap over. This is the most impatient part, is to wait for docking and undocking timers. Takes a while for that.
Docking permission requested. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Last one in this character, and then we'll swap over. Just waiting for the timer again. So this just gets us our PvP kills. We need 5 kills per character to complete the PvP portion of the Soldier of Fortune career. Alright, and now we got to wait, because this character has the timer for the aggression against another character, so we have to wait for that timer before we can dock. But in my other character that had the shuttles, I'm going to now switch to the good Merlin. And undock without. And then I'll just be sitting out in space, just like I did with this character. Just swapping roles, basically. Alright, I think the timer is expired.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
let's make these 5 shuttles active because they were all stacked, and then make one of them, jump in one of them, or assemble, I should say. Assemble all of them, and then let's jump into one of them and undock. Load our ammo in the other ship. When you contract over assembled ship, it unloads the ammo. So every time you contract it over, you have to make sure you load the ammunition when you undock. You can see the timer up here at the top, the location change timer. Well, it might be blurred out for you, but just waiting for that so I can I forgot to stop the shuttle. It's alright though. Got a little bit too far away, out of range.
Docking permission requested.
There's a 5-second timer or something like that before you can dock as well.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
So we'll do this again 5 times, like I said, where you're swapping over roles basically. Yeah, there's a 5-second timer for you can jump into a ship too.
Docking permission requested. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Just stopping my shuttle, and I'm using my other character to target it to kill the shuttle to get the 5 PvP kills. After this one, we'll have 2 left.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Last shuttle. We've already done this on this character. We're just doing it for my other character back and forth so we can get our PvP kills completed. And I'm just undocking, stopping my shuttle, waiting for the timer on my other character to be able to lock target, and this will be the last PvP kill that we need. So having two temporary alt characters to do this with is kind of helpful because you can go back and forth and help each other on that, and complete it quicker.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
And then on my other character, now there's an aggression timer before I can dock the good Merlin up, so I'm just waiting for that timer. So in the meanwhile, before I am able to dock over there, I'll show you the air career program. So now we have completed all of the steps needed for the social portion, which is the message, contact, email, join a corp, join a fleet, and then now down here the PvP portion is kill 5 ships. So we've already done that. We're going to go ahead and claim all of our rewards, but do not redeem any of them on your burner character or your temp character, because we will be claiming it all onto our main character from the redeemed items window. So we don't need to redeem any of this except for one item later, which is a token, in order to use the Gnosis. And remember, I had you start your training on your 2 characters for the Gnosis, which was the Weapons Disruption 1 and the Capacitor Emission Systems 1. Do not train any other skills. It's not needed. So I'm going to board the Gnosis right now and kind of explain that just a little bit briefly, but there will be another video where I'll talk more about it, but I just wanted to show you Like, you cannot make these modules active because you do not have the skills for them. Even though it shows right here that I need all of these skills to be able to utilize this, you do not. Only train the 2 skills that I mentioned, and then while doing the Air Career Soldier of Fortune, the 1 through 10 missions, you will get a token, and that token will advance you to be able to use all of these items, even though you'll still show or look like you still need to train this. You do not need to train these at all, so don't train them. It's a waste of time. Once we get the expert token, um, we'll be able to activate these and use this, and I'll show you that in another video later. So for now, on this video, we have completed the, I'm going to dock up in my other character.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
For the purpose of this video, we did our social, we did our PvP, and we can undock, we could have been, but in another video during the mission, the 1 through 10 missions, you can also do this. But if you me undock my other two characters here, and I'll show you. So I have 4 characters total. 2 characters are just going to be sitting out in space in a spot. So let me get them out there
Warp drive active.
just to show for a purpose
Active.
of this. So we're going to get back into our good Merlin. In both characters. And we'll just undock here. And under Corp, I have all of my characters in a Corp. So if you right click on the name, go to invite to duel. Let's say invite to duel, and that person invited me, and if I accept, that means that I get counted as a duel. So you want to do that to as many of them as you can, because you need 15 of those duels to complete, and I'll show you that. I'm going to invite to a duel, and then once you've actually invited to a duel, you can just dock up.
Docking permission requested. Docking permission requested.
You don't need to battle anybody to get counted for a duel. You just need to invite to a duel and accept, and that's it. So now you'll come to the Air Career Soldier of Fortune portion, and under there right here is duels, and you can see how we now have 2 duels. So you would need a total of 15 of those. So in my next video, since the server is about to shut down here, I'm going to end this video, and in my next video we will go over the agent mission, also completing our duels, and then after that would be a third video. I'm thinking a third video that would go over the Gnosis, which is the electronic warfare, capacitor warfare, and the support portion. So this is just a start of how to complete the Soldier of Fortune Air Career program only. That's all we're focusing on, and in further videos or future videos I will explain the whole context of this, and I will have the ship fits for this in my description of the video. and just make sure you watch and do it in this manner. This is the fastest, most effective way to complete this for the purpose of getting skill points. I think it's 150,000 skill points just doing this. And once you get used to it, and I've done it um, without doing all the video stuff, in just over an hour per character, two characters. So two characters at the same time, just about an hour and 15 minutes, and then I burn the character, wait 10 hours, create another character because you gotta wait for the biomass timer. Send the character to biomass like I did at the beginning of video, create a new character, two of them, and then do it again. And I actually have like four at a time doing that on my main character. So then that's a total of about 300,000 skill points doing it twice, and 300,000 skill points is a significant amount to train my main character skills so I can advance. And that's how I've been getting like Tengu skills, the rattlesnake skills, advanced skills for weapons, armor, shield, and all of that. So it's kind of advancing my main character. So we'll talk more in the next video on completing the Soldier of Fortune. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.